Hamilton community has lost a legend.
That was my guy. That was my Superman.
Longtime basketball coach Ted Anderson died at 77 years old. Anderson amassed 581 wins in his career, the majority coming at Hamilton High School, where he won a state title in 1991 and later at Douglas. Many of his players are now coaches themselves in Memphis, like Wooddale head coach Keelan Lawson, who took over for Anderson at Hamilton in 2005, and Eric Cowboy Robinson, the current head coach of the Wildcats.
You can go through Coach A's program, you can be successful in life.
Wow, so the impact that he made for me has been great, because I wouldn't be the man that I am now without his support.
Just two of the countless lives impacted throughout Anderson's career.
To the Anderson family, to the alumni, Hamilton basketball nation. This Trey Page. I arrived in Hamilton in 1991. And I played under Coach A for 3 years, but previously met him in 1989 and 1990. This is rough and it's hard. Coach A was more like a father figure to me. He taught me life lessons off the floor and taught me how to be a man outside of basketball, because he knew every child that played basketball wasn't going to have the opportunity to make it to the next level. So what Coach did was taught you how to be a man, get your education, and stay out of trouble. If you did those, Coach A told you, good job, boy. I remember to this day when I tried out for the team, and when he seen me shoot the rock, first thing he said, "Hey, Page, Coach, he didn't get him. Get him out the game, Coach." Son, you need to pay me for washing your uniform. You can't walk and chew gum at the same time. I love you, Coach. And the Anderson family, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Much love.
Hey family, this is Eldridge Henry Jr., class of 92, Hamilton High School. I want to thank the family for allowing me to share so many great moments with them and with Coach A. Coach A has been good to me. He allowed me to be on the basketball team. Yes, my daddy was his co-worker, but he didn't have to let me be on the basketball team. I cherish those moments, being with the guys. Coach A was special. He and my dad were thunder and lightning together. And after Dad's passing, Coach A told me, if you need anything, I'll be there for you. And people say that, but he made it his almost fatherly duty, because he was like a second dad, to check on me. Not everybody knows it, my wife knows it, but he would call. When Dad first passed, that first year and a half, I would hear from him every few weeks, and I told him I appreciated him. I had a chance to see him recently. He came by my job and patronized the business I work at now, which I always appreciated him and the whole family doing. Since I got into car audio and electronics and whatever I was doing, they always supported. Todd, Daryl, Coach A, always. But Coach A made it an intense effort to just, Big E, son, how you doing? It's Coach, what you got going on? Check on the family, check on Zena, check on CJ. All right, son, if you need anything, let me know. He tell me I love you. And he meant it. A lot of people saw the brash, tough side of Coach A. Man, he was soft as a baby booty when it came to people he cared about. You know, Todd and Daryl, Mrs. A, you know, my dad. People he loved, he was down for, ride or die. And I appreciate being in his life and him being in my life. Family, I love you all. Express yourself the best way you can during these times. There's no wrong way to do it. People say be strong. People say, toughen up, it's going to be okay. No, this sucks. But as Coach A said, we got to have nuts like a stud bull. So we're going to get through this the best way we know how, with the heart of a Wildcat. I love you all. I'm going to miss Coach Ted Anderson. That was my guy. Love you all. God bless.
Hi, my name is Katina Jackson. I'm a 1992 graduate of Hamilton High School. At Hamilton, I was a student in Coach's American History class, but also I had the privilege to serve as a manager and statistician for the basketball team in the early 90s. It was definitely an honor to be a part of such an elite basketball program, to receive all of the life lessons that were offered in and out the gym, within the walls itself. Coach was definitely a pillar in the school and the community, very well respected. One of the things that I enjoy talking with Coach about is at the end of the conversation, you knew exactly how he felt. He was real and raw and didn't sugarcoat anything with us. At the end of the conversations, you knew exactly how he felt. He never missed an opportunity to tell us how proud of us he was, how much he loved us. And if we needed to get our stuff together, he didn't hesitate to share that as well. There may have been some things said that we didn't like as young adults, but he never told us anything that wasn't right. And again, I can't thank him enough for that. To the Anderson and Dave family, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for allowing us to experience Coach just for who he was. I can only imagine the many sacrifices that your family may have made in order for him to be who he was to each and every one of us that encountered him. Again, I say thank you. To Coach, a life well lived, a rest well earned. Rest easy, Coach, until we meet again.
He has a legacy that he did his part. His calling came on this earth to impact young black males, and I think he did that.
He was this neighborhood. He is this neighborhood. He is Mr. Hamilton.
Where do I start, man? In so little time, man. All the things I can sit here and tell, all the stories I can share about Coach A, it's crazy. But one thing I will talk about, man, is for guys like me, man, who didn't have a father in their life, Coach A definitely played that part. He definitely played a huge, major part in my life, man, as far as becoming a man. He taught me so much, man. Taught me how to have respect, taught me how to give, taught me discipline. Oh, he beat the brakes off me, man. Beat me so bad I thought I had wingworms on my butt. But we took that wood, man. We know when that wood started flipping on that floor in the middle of the gym, it's on and popping, man. But I love him for that, man. I love him for that. Man, he taught me how to dress, man. The cleanest dude I ever seen, man. When I turned 21, man, I bought my first pair of Gators because of Coach A, man. Now, I ain't had Coach A money, but I bought my first pair of Gators, and I was broke for the next 2 weeks to my next check. But, man, I was clean like Coach A, man. I'm going to miss you, man. I'm going to miss you so much, man. I'm thankful for his wife, man, Mrs. Anderson, just for sacrificing your time that we be able to have time. I'm thankful for that. I thank you so much for that, man. I had a chance to talk with Coach A not too long ago, and Coach A said, Ernie, they can say what they want to say about me, but I prepared you guys for life. I prepared you guys to be successful. Coach A, you did that. I am a witness that you have done that, man, and I thank you. I thank God that I had a chance to meet a man like you. Man, even though you transitioned on, man, you forever be in my heart, man. You up there with your boy, Coach Henry now, man. I love you guys, man. We bleed blue. It's forever Hamilton. It's forever love Hamilton. I thank God for you. I thank God for your family. And I love you, man. Till I see you, man.
Good morning. I'm Bishop MacArthur Davis, alumni of Hamilton High, and I had the opportunity to play up under Coach Ted Anderson, aka better known as Coach A. He meant so much to me as a man today. And back in the late 80s, when I first had the opportunity to play for Coach Anderson, if I could take a word for A, it would be accountability. Coach A taught us about accountability as young men growing into men. Everybody could not play for.
Hello everyone, this is Marcus Mitchell representing Hamilton High School class of AA. Definitely want to give our deepest condolences to all of Coach A's family, especially Nicolette, Daryl, and Todd, who we all know. Class of 88 definitely was one of the best classes. I feel it was Coach A's first class that came in. We came in 85 and we started playing at Hamilton and going to Hamilton the same year he became head coach in 85. So that's definitely special for us. Class of 88 included myself, Todd Day, James J.J. Smith, Keelan Big Dog Lawson, Melandrick Webb, Corey Smith, Calvin Chandler, Rochester Hill. Definitely a special class. We definitely have a connection with Coach because we were that real first class to come in and start at the same time he became head coach of Hamilton. Definitely some things in remembering Coach A that I remember. Class of 88, he was responsible for our class song, Happy Feelings, which turned out to be the best song that we could come up with. We dressed up on game days. That was a must. We had to have a shirt and tie, and we had to have that knot on. We definitely had to have that. A couple of sayings I remember with Coach. When you were looking good and sharp, he would say that you were looking sharp as a needle dig dog. That was one of his sayings. Another saying that we had when you were kind of on the fence, not doing so good in practice, we were going on a trip, especially if we were going to fly somewhere. He would always say, don't let that iron bird fall in your face with me, and that airplane was going to leave you here in Memphis. One of the biggest things, Coach A was an innovator. We always did it big. We were one of the teams, we came in the gym with the hats, the scarves. So we were the first team with the snap-off pants. Everybody wanted to see Hamilton High Schools when we came in that gym. He definitely thought big. One of the things we all remember was the wood. This wood is one of those things a lot of the millennials could really use nowadays, but definitely helped a lot of us out. Just want to tell you, thanks Coach A for everything. We definitely miss you. Always gonna remember in the way you touched our lives. Thank you.
Terrence Jordan played 90 and Summer League of 91 for Coach. Miss you, Coach. Thank you.
Memphis Living Legends recognizes local ambassadors' efforts at making our city and county a better place to live and is a product of his guidance. Vez the Barber aka Dick Williams is a product of such.
I'm not as good as I used to be, but most of the time I'm better than I ever was.
Rodney King, Douglas High School, class of 2012. First, I'd like to send my condolences out to all the family and friends, athletes, students affected by this loss. Coach A was not only a coach for me, but he was a mentor and a father figure as well. I'm recording this in uniform actually because Coach A was a true definition of service. It's one of the reasons why I joined the Air Force and continued on to become an officer. Played a huge role in my decision as far as continued education and my career path and where I'm at now. I never knew why we arrived at school at 5:30 a.m. in the morning. I never knew why we dressed up for every home game. But 10 years later, I can look down the road and say that he instilled some traits in me as a man. Now that I can carry on as a leader and a father figure. So once again, Coach, you'll be truly missed. Love you.
Coach Anderson meant so much to me as a mentor, as a coach, as a disciplinarian, a man that wanted the best. And his method sometimes was unorthodox, but they got results. And I appreciate him unrecognizably that I cannot count for myself. So, Mr. Anderson, you will be missed dearly, and through a multitude of eyes and friendship. Thank you for giving me this understanding of how to be a young man, turning into a man, from a boy to a young man to a man. And I just say thank you, love you, and I miss you already. Thank you.
Coach A, just wanted to say thank you for all that you have done for me and my family, and just being there for me through hard times, or just being there to have somebody to talk to about life, about basketball, about everything. Just want to say you're going to be missed, but we will keep your legacy going on and on. Appreciate you, and we will miss you. Rest in basketball heaven. Tell Coach Henry we said what's up. Peace out. Your boy, Cowboy. Love.